Yeah, we already raided this. Okay, that's fine. Well, I'll take that. Take all the gear. Marauder crack shot. There's a lot of marauders that just sort of randomly appear. They all just sort of crawl out of the woodwork. Reload. If I have to fight more bleeding robots, I'm not going to be impressed. I still don't like that musical cue. Interesting mural. Corporate recruit. Found a vending machine. All this. You know. Yeah, sure. Oops. Crap. Can't do anything with that. Fine. Sell. Weapon. Value. Weight. Value to weight. There we go. That. Okay. Oh. No, I'm not touching bleeding adrena time. Cigarette. Oh, bit cartridge even. Right, this is the only way for us to go, so yeah, sure. So is it going to be marauders, or is it going to be robots again?
Ugh, something smells like a marauder's armpit.
Access, occupation room.
It reeks like death warmed over. I'm gonna hurl.
Yeah. They're human. Ugh. They're cubes. They've been crushed into... I saw this in an episode of Doctor Who once. That's just... I'm with Pavati on that one. Ugh. Ugh.
My name is Dr. Marion Blakeslee, and I'd like to congratulate you all on volunteering for this important opportunity. Whatever your past, know that as of today, each of you will be part of something greater. Together, we will unlock the path to discoveries and profit onwards.
Our brightest minds did their dirtiest work here. We made puppets out of people and tested them until they broke. Walk softly, Captain. Some of them still live here, and they hate to be disturbed.
They clearly don't know how we work, Captain.
We made it through Chem, okay? We can make it through this. Right?
Okay, this one isn't so much Bioshock as Arkham Asylum. We are literally walking through Arkham Asylum now. Hello. Oh, good lord, they're actually quite... They have quite a lot of health. Ah, crap. What the hell killed me? No, seriously, what killed me? Okay, fine. Oh, hello. That worked.
Today, each of you will be part of something.
Okay, there we go. Gorgon. Oh, yeah, also. Right. So. I've probably caused an echo about that. Sorry, probably a bit of echo there. Incoming messages. Oh, blimey, this is going to take a while. Okay. From Blakesley M to all personnel safety guidelines. Excuse me. In order to minimize damage to company property and all personnel, please observe the following guidelines during the volunteer induction process. 1. Do not touch and/or handle test subjects. Please defer to security personnel. 2. Avoid using inflammatory phrases or terms such as untested chemicals. Consider patented spaces choice formula. Test subject. Consider valued volunteer. Cells. Consider living quarters. Remind subject that compliance is Remind subjects that compliance is one of the requirements of their contract with Spaces Choice. Do not interrupt official Spaces Choice. Do not interrupt official Spaces Choice communications and/or marketing while directing volunteers. Architect's balls. That is. Architect's balls. Is that all of the guidelines? Look, these people are coming here from Tartarus. Don't let your guard down, don't get friendly, and don't get close. If everyone does their job right, these volunteers will leave the facility as free and upstanding citizens. Dr. Marion Blakesley, testing supervisor. I am going to start using that phrase more. That's rather, I find that an enjoyable phrase. Anyway. From Blakesley M to all personnel, upcoming changes. In light of certain recent developments, our friends at OCI have generously provided us with advice and guidelines intended to ensure the best possible outcomes for our research here at Human Inquiry and Auditing. To that end, we will be establishing new testing parameters and volunteer participation guidelines effective immediately. These guidelines will be provided to you at your stations. I really would like to congratulate you all on what you've achieved so far. Keep your heads down and your minds focused on the work, and the rest will come easy. If you have any concerns, kindly forward them to my assistant, Benjamin Morley. Dr. Marion Blakesley, Testing Supervisor, Spaces Choice Pharmaceuticals, Human Inquiry and Auditing. Okay. From Morley B to Sonoda C. Questions. Every volunteer means just that, Miss Sonoda. We're entering a vital phase of testing process, and this means every volunteer participates in the trials. It is all the more crucial that we maintain careful records of dosages involved, of course. We're counting on you for that. Benjamin Morley, Assistant Auditor, Spaces Choice Pharmaceuticals. Okay, no, that's not what we wanted. Outgoing messages. Waiver J, subject help. From Sonoda C to Waiver J, help. Waiver, have you seen my office keycard? If this is one of your little tests, it's not funny. Security is already at full burn. They're going to lose their bolts when they catch me taking the long way around to the faculty areas. Please tell me it's sitting on your desk or something. Okay. So there's going to be a security key somewhere around here in one of the offices. Maybe, so long as she didn't lose it. Well, possibly. To be honest, that could just be a red herring. It wouldn't be the first time the game's dropped that one at us. Value of work. Yeah, no, that's the same sign we read in the other place. Choice. Ah, there we go. Something. Bypass stunt and a bypass stunt. I can't remember what I'm actually supposed to use those for. Hacking, maybe? No, that's not right. Actually, the description will tell us, won't it? Tools. Items. Tool used to hack computer complex passwords and security risk default. They're difficult to remember and often written nearby. Security recommends using a simple, easy to recall code like 1234 or your supervisor's name. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. I know plenty of people who'd go with that idea. There we go. What's that? Oh. Yeah, they're all sort of over the place. Okay. They got slightly exploded. Ever so slightly. It's barred, so we might find our way around the back of that one later. Yoki then. Oh, that's empty. So, observation room. I don't get there from here, so it must be up here. Volunteer quarters. Observation room over there. Ooh, corporate recruit. I'm guessing what happened after this event is Space's Choice sent in the corporate commandos to try and take back the Gorgon facility, or, I don't know, scorch earth and just completely obliterate every marauder they find, and they didn't do a good job. Or they got overwhelmed, which is also entirely possible. Okay, burst. Hello?
Show your boss that you are prime, because you take a dream at a time.
Volunteer quarters? I've slept in cargo holds nicer than this.
It's so homey, almost. Whatever brought these folks here, they were just people. Same as us.
Yep. Welcome to Space's Choice. Funny how they weren't the ones that we destroyed. Which means that we'll probably run into Space's Choice in the Outer Worlds too, when it eventually turns up. Because let's face it, this game did well enough that it gets a sequel. Well, in theory. I mean, they may never do an Outer Worlds 2. Maybe they'll decide that now that Bethesda is part of Microsoft, that they'll only focus on Fallout. And if they do, that's going to be really depressing. Because as interesting as a world Fallout is, I definitely prefer the Outer Worlds. I prefer the humour to it. I prefer the sci-fi aspects as well. I mean, okay, Fallout has sci-fi in it, that's a given. But this is such a funny game. It's so cynical and it's all my sort of humour. Hello. Oh, another welcome volunteer message. Okay, fine. I'll listen to it in a minute. I just want to quickly see what have we got around here.
This is your time to shine. You may just find yourselves doing similar work at a real office someday. Remember, compliance with all instructions from facility personnel is
Syntax? Okay, fine. Goes and bypass stunts. Hello. Lyrical test subject. Shooty shooty. Smashy smashy. Test subject drug down. Oh, hello. I'm taking this as I'm putting them out of their misery. Guessing they've got Pavati. Oh no, she's still alive. Smashy smash. Or I die again. Yeah, they're dead now. Also, I might have got a bit too close to my own weapon there. Ah well, right, let's go and raid their bodies. I mean, liberate their cup. I mean, steal their stuff. That one, yes. So, you know, explore and see what we've got knocking around. Well, that plant was an enemy then. Blimey, I'm seeing jumping at shadows. Then again, what else is new? With all the bypass stints, you'd think I'd be able to, you know, just pay enough of them to hack something, but evidently that's not how RPGs work. Actually, I know that's not how RPGs work. That's not how Fallout works. The Outer Worlds works, so why am I expecting it? Enter testing supervisor's passcode. Okay. Get inside the observation room. Reach the administrator's level. Welcome, Blakesley M. Oh, also, my gear needs repairing. Well, we'll do that now. There we go. Repaired. Cool.
Wow. Could spy on just about everyone from here. Mr. Thompson would have been over the moon.
And now he's sat in an empire of dust. Scrap metal. But he's still got a fancy hat. We'll finish exploring down there in a minute. Checking all the observation rooms stuff first. Hey. That leads us to a barred door, so that's rather interesting. That. There should be then, somewhere in here, a recording. At least I think there's a recording in this observation room. Could be wrong. Okay, well, let's quickly search this, finish searching this area and stealing all the bits and pieces. Like this. And a couple of bypass stints, whatever. Check what's on the... Oh, there we go. We need them. That's important. They all look like mini arc reactors as well. That's really cool. That... Blimey. Go. Sorted. See, if they came from Tartarus, chances are they were political prisoners. Really depressing. Power helmet, sure. Test chamber 1. I'm guessing this is a test chamber then. I thought this was accommodation, but I'm guessing accommodation was back there, so yeah, that makes sense. Uh-oh. Also. Maybe not. Okay, let's go through observation instead. And while I'm at it, electric fling. Retrieve the phonograph and HI. Oh, observation room B. What's this one? Observation room A? Potentially? Must be. There's test chamber 2, so yes? Question mark? Right, what's down here then? Oh, hello. Clean. Stuff. Maintenance access.
Why do I get the feeling we haven't seen the worst of this place?
Yeah, I get that definite feeling as well, my dear. Okay, so maintenance access is down there. Oh, it's gonna get so much worse. Right, well, we're going the other way first. I'm not going there just yet. Observation room B. Guessing this is what this is. That. Terminal. A dead scientist? Yeah? Really? Oh, okay. Sure. There we go. Oh, no. Never mind.
Dr. Blakesley.
Subject. Catastrophic personality collapse. Fucker bit me.
Marion. I think I'm going into shock.
For the love of... Why did that one have to start playing just as I picked it up? Really? Yeah. Right, thank you, game. Now let's listen to that again. Audio. Then report. Play.
Get him strapped down!
Dr. Blakeslee.
Subject demonstrates catastrophic personality collapse. Fucker bit me.
Marion.
Interesting. I think I'm going into shock.
That's not the one we were looking for, but it did add something to the world building. Interesting. Terminal over here. Is it something we can use? Or is it just going to be more logs? It looks like more logs. Okay. Oh, God. Bennett. Right. This is going to take a while. Okay. Compliance testing parameters. Testing phases. Data entry. Physical physical exertion mild. Physical exertion strenuous. Social exertions sanctioned violence? Oh, good lord. Excuse me. Testing phase 1. Subjects SC-1A through K were given forms and writing implements and instructed to fill them out to corporate standards. Upon completion, forms were placed into an employee-sanctioned shredding device by a technician. Test was then repeated. Observation notes. Volunteer SC-1D, Kendall, objected to further testing after completing the second set of forms. Volunteer SC-1G after 5th. Volunteer SC-1B after 10th. No further objections from remaining volunteers. Volunteer SC-1E Hobbs was discovered to be functionally illiterate and tagged for early advancement to the second phase of completing compliance testing. Objection from volunteer SC-1D. Okay. Logs 2. No, 3. Yeah, log 2. Subject SC-5A through K were given visual demonstrations of multiple physical exercises. Note. Thank you, testing assistant Layman. Then instructed to replicate them in accordance with verbal instructions. Observation notes. Subject SC-5H complained of physical exhaustion after 5 minutes. Missing numerous verbal cues. Subject SC-5A, 5E, and 5K failed out at around the 15-minute mark. Test was terminated after 30 minutes as the technician became too hoarse to provide instructions. Okay. Phase 3 testing notes. Subjects are instructed to follow a closed circuit around the perimeter of the testing chamber for the duration of the test. At random intervals, technician is to provide vocal cues to reverse course. Observation notes. Of the 8 test subjects remaining in group SC-27, 6 corresponded to verbal cues. Subject 63D became aggressive and was removed. Subject 63B collapsed 30 minutes into the exercise and was removed. Remaining test subjects exhibited compliance with all vocal cues for remainder of experiment. Technician's addendum. Observational data compromised due to equipment failure. Technician Embry S was found incapable of continued operation due to inconsistent weeping and was withdrawn, flagged for disciplinary measures. Blimey, that's harsh. 5. Okay, phase 4 testing notes. Subjects are isolated and introduced to select one member instructed to select one member of their experiment group for immediate removal from the volunteer program. Observation notes. Subject 63A volunteered Subject 63F. Subject 63B is unresponsive for duration of testing session. Subject 63C deliberated for 5 minutes 36 seconds before volunteering Subject 63E. Subject 63D is unable to recall the names and or identification numbers of her fellows, but has volunteered each of them in turn, citing immediate need for additional Compound X injections. Subject 63E volunteered Subject 63F. Subject 63F refused to comply with instruction for duration of testing session. Subject 63G exhibits extreme confusion and extreme emotional distress, demands morning injection. Technician's addendum. Time as of previous note is 1400 hours. Subject exhibits extreme aggression. Subject terminated. Ooh, good lord. Okay, last stage testing 5. Subject is instructed to fire at shrouded target. 1. Industry standard fashion modeling assertive device mannequin. Subject is not informed of nature of target. Observation notes. Subject has Subject has fired at target. Auditory reward initiated. Test reset. Subject has fired at observation window. Automated security enabled. Test reset. Subject has fired at subject. Other. Automated security enabled. Test reset. Subject has fired at subject. Other. Automated security enabled. Test reset. Subject has fired at target. Auditory reward initiated. Test reset. Subject refused to fire. Subject refused to fire. Subject refused to fire. Technician's addendum. Subject unresponsive. Test reset. Blimey. Okay, wow. Incoming messages. Oh, we've unlocked a can of worms on this one, haven't we, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, so, from Blakesley M to all personnel. In light of certain recent incidents, I'd like to remind you that as Paramount we follow all Spacer's Choice guidelines regarding safety and security. Yes, you will suffer personal and financial consequences if you are found to be responsible for damaging company property. But here at HIA, inattentiveness and recklessness also endanger highly limited compound resources and threaten our overall production schedule. Think about what we are all here to achieve. Then consider whether you want to be the one that lets us all down. Luckily, any and all injuries suffered by the volunteers this past week have been minor. All testing will proceed as scheduled. A reminder that all personnel are advised to report to the infirmary if they experience any symptoms listed on